Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Hungry People podcast. We are so happy and delightful to be here. This is episode 12 of our podcast, and we are ready to rock and roll. It is your boy, Michael Patrick Buckley. I'm here with my co-host, AJ Diveka. He's a beast. He's a legend. I love this guy. And we're going to have a great conversation today. So we don't want to make this super long. We wanted to get a nice little short episode in here for you guys today. But we're ready to rock. AJ, what's up, my man?
That was the best introduction. I can't follow that up properly. Seriously, that was great. So exciting news for both us and I think everyone can benefit all around. We're officially partnering up with the Woodstock Fruit Festival. Woodstock is just one of the best events of the entire year. I would say it's the highlight of my year. Usually, every time it's the number one thing I look forward to. It's the only thing that I'm like, I have to like plan around it.
Right.
And now that we Hungry People are partners with them, we have a what is it? A discount code?
A discount code. Yeah.
So we're going to have the link down below for when you guys, when you do sign up and you use this code, you will save $100 and then we get a kickback as well. So it really helps us out, but you guys sign up now if you can, even if you just do the minimum fee, put it down, you're locked into the cheapest price. It goes up like $50 a month. And, you know, if you sign up now versus right before the festival, you save about like $500 or $600.
Yeah.
Plus, if you use our code, you save another $100.
Right.
There's so many of you that are watching that we want to meet that we haven't met yet. And a lot of you are really good friends. And, you know, it's great to have friends on social media, but it's next level when you get to meet them in person. So if you guys enjoy what we do, if you think the Woodstock Fruit Festival, if you've been wanting to do it for a long time, or it's something that you just found out about and you want to learn more, check it out. There's going to be lots of different YouTube videos about it online. We just did episode 11 was about the Woodstock Fruit Festival, our experience there. So go down below, check it out, sign up. It's so fun, so family friendly, all about health and good vibes. We'll see you there.
Awesome. Yeah. And also a couple more things about a couple more statements about the discount code. It can only be used for new attendees. And they'd say that returning attendees have their own discount code. Got to use it at checkout. You can't use it after you check out. And then it's used for camping, offsite, or shared cabin accommodations. No private. Yeah. So no private rooms.
So if you guys are confused about anything at all, just reach out to us and we'll try to walk you through it the best that we can.
And we'll put that code. Go ahead.
Yeah. We'll have the code down below.
Yeah.
And we want to have we want to bring the most new people out of anyone else that's attending. We want to bring a whole new wave of people because once you go, it'll change your life. So we want to change people's lives. We want to enhance the quality of your year. So think about it, brainstorm, put some thought into it. It's not that expensive. You just, it's go to the bar 3 times less and you can go. Go out to eat 10 times less, but actually it's a good transition.
Right. Yeah.
Talking about going out to eat today.
Yeah. So, AJ, thanks for that introduction there. So today we were going to discuss going out to eat, maybe getting food at a restaurant or even maybe at a fast food spot. Just some stuff along those lines. Now, the biggest reason why we are discussing that today is because, so I was at a bachelor party about 2 weeks ago and I got some Impossible Whoppers. Burger King, they sell Impossible Whoppers. And this is the first time I had them. And I put them up on my story. And for some reason, I felt like I was going to get some flack from some people. And I did. I got some flack and saying like, oh, those are GMO burgers. Don't eat that.
Was the reason you got the Impossible Whoppers because of hanging out with Rain?
Yeah. He definitely influenced me.
Was it because it was your first time, you said, right?
Yeah. So like
Gotcha.
Rain and Leo, they definitely influenced me on ordering the Impossible Whopper. I was like, you know what? I saw them eating and I was like, I want to try it. I haven't had it.
I know I've told you this, I think, but I want to just tell everyone else that there was a story Rain put up like 2 years ago, and he's at the Burger King and he has the Impossible Whopper. He's eating, and then he points to his camera at two fruitarians who look like they're kind of just like, Like they look so like they wish they could eat it.
Like in a
And
daze.
he's like dining out with 2 starving fruitarians or something like that.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Yeah, that story you'll probably say that story 25 more times and I'll hear it and I'll love it every single time. Yeah, so they definitely influenced me on buying the Impossible Whopper, and I went out and I got 5 of them. And I will say, like, I had a few drinks in me, alcoholic drinks in me. I'll be honest about that.
It's carbs. It's carbs.
It is carbs. Not that I'm promoting drinking. I really don't want to drink at all. And I was going to do some videos on alcohol.
That would be a great topic. I would love that.
Yeah. And yeah, maybe even you and I can do an episode on alcohol. We'd love to do that. But anyways, I actually put down all 5 of those Impossible Whoppers in less than 45 minutes. I was hungry. I was ravenous. I wanted to eat, and I crushed them. And honestly, they were so good. But anyways, yeah. So there were people who were like commenting on my story. Oh, like those are glyphosate filled burgers. You're gonna, like, hey, like you're better than that. Like you shouldn't be eating that. It's just like I was just extremely annoyed, and I made like a 3-minute, 4-minute long story on Instagram about like I can do whatever I want. It's my life, Like yeah. I'm sorry that not that I'm sorry. I'm not sorry at all. But it'd be phenomenal to eat the perfect diet, but also I want to be able to live my life and enjoy my life as best as possible with people around me. And sometimes it takes eating foods that maybe you don't want to eat, or maybe you do want to eat them, but they're not as ideal foods for the human body. And
yeah. Can I step in?
Yeah, please.
Because, okay, it'd be different if you were posting a story and eating the Impossible Whoppers and you're like, guys, I'm eating this like vegan. I'm trying to like eat healthier. I'm eating a vegan, fast food burger.
Yeah.
And, your face is swollen and you can't sleep and you have body aches and you have knee pain. And then someone's like, hey, like it's probably better to like lower your sodium and eat more fucking salads or something. But you're not that. You're not complaining. You're just like, I'm hungry. I'm having fun at bachelor party. I want to eat this. And everyone's still giving you shit.
Right.
That's just disagreeable.
Yeah, well, and it's them just really essentially pushing their own ideals and dogma.
Yeah, you didn't ask for their fucking opinion.
Yeah, no. And if I wanted their opinion, I would ask for it, but I don't. Right. I don't like, and I can understand like if they're quote unquote like looking out for me or trying to quote unquote help me, and I don't.
Yeah, but there's a way to go about that, and there's a way to do that. That's not how you do it. You don't mock someone or shame someone. Say you're better than that. That's ridiculous.
Right.
That would piss me off.
Right. And the thing is like, I'm not commenting on people's stories like, hey, you shouldn't eat that. You shouldn't be eating this food or that food. Like we're all living our own lives. We're all doing what we're doing in our day-to-day lives. And if I want to eat an Impossible Whopper, I'll do that. And if I feel negative effects from eating that Whopper, then I won't eat it again. Or maybe I'll eat less or whatever. I'm not going to just like keep eating it if it's making me feel like shit. And if I'm like AJ was saying, like if I'm inflamed or if my face is all puffed up or if my stomach is killing me, like I'm not gonna want to keep doing that. I'll make better decisions next time,
Or even if it's a good decision, even if it's something that's necessarily it's good for you. We don't be told what the fucking do. We're adults.
Right.
Your parents tell you how to like cut up your food and eat it. You don't need fucking this guy from Scandinavia saying like glyphosate burger.
Like, right. Yeah, that really just annoyed me. Like the thing is too is I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh, I'm highly educated on all this stuff, but I know what I'm getting myself into when I'm eating an Impossible Whopper compared to eating like an apple or a banana or a watermelon. Like, yeah, there's no doubt a clear difference between obviously there's a clear difference, but my point is like, I know what I'm getting myself into and I understand the consequences of eating an Impossible Whopper compared to eating fruit, or even eating like an Impossible Whopper and then the next day eating fast digesting fruit that could impact my digestion or whatever differently,
Yeah,
So,
and for me, actually, I feel as though doing that fast acting fruit will help unless I'm really dehydrated. So like water's a big one there. But I just want to touch on the Impossible Whopper because I've never had one either, and I'm very easily influenced. And with all the bike riding and all that, I did the like last Sunday, like 2 weeks ago, I did a 65-mile ride, and I was just eating Lenny and Larry's cookies and Cliff Bars.
Wait, real quick, those Lenny's and Larry's cookies, are those those protein cookies? Those
they're like 400 calories each.
Okay, I
got some.
I think I know which ones you're talking about. Do you like them?
I mean, I don't hate them. They taste pretty good.
Yeah,
but
I think I had
one. 400 calories each. Yeah,
that's pretty solid.
So I had 3 of those on the ride. I had a couple of Cliff Bars. I had like 3,000 calories on the bike, and then when I got off, I ended up doing 65 miles. I went and I got 4 Impossible Whoppers as well, and I got fries, and I got like a, I don't know if it was like iced tea or something or Sprite. And it really kind of defeated it for me because I ended up driving around so much because I want to get something like really fun. I was like, oh man, I rode so much. I just want to eat something and relax.
Right.
And I would go I went to the one restaurant that I really liked. It was closed. I tried this other Burger King. You can only like get takeout. I'm like, I want to sit down and eat. So like I ended up just driving around undercarb for a while. And then I finally got to one and I just got it, drove it home. I got a vegan mac and cheese on the way just to like hold me over before I like get some road rage and run myself off the road or something. But I ended up getting it and eating it. I was surprised how big they were. They were actually like
they are
like,
big.
Large.
It's a big,
because I used to eat. Yeah, I used to eat Burger King as a kid, and I would get the double cheeseburgers, and they're like maybe this big or something. But I've never had like the Whopper. It was definitely a couple.
Dude, it is a thick and wide burger, and honestly, it tasted delicious. I can't even.
It tasted good, but needs vegan cheese. I'm like such a cheese guy. Like, everyone gets so excited about pizza, and actually the pizza we had at Woodstock was really, really nice, really good. But I've always been like a cheese on pizza guy, and I've always been a cheeseburger versus a hamburger guy.
Right. I have to.
I feel like it's a 5 out of like what could be a 10, or it's like a 6 out of what could be like a 9.
Right.
Like that.
Right. Well, I think McDonald's, they came out with a new, it's called the McPlant or something like that.
I think it's only in Europe.
But they have vegan cheese for the patties. So I guess that's pretty cool. But I don't know how much I trust vegan cheese from McDonald's. But hey,
probably fine.
I mean, it is what it is, I guess, right?
I want to bring up something. So you and I think it was last year, the year before, after you got out of juice fasting and you started carbing up and eating more calories and stuff. I know you and Leo, Leo, a good friend of ours, works at Miami Fruit. He used to live in Pittsburgh, and you guys were riding a lot, and he wasn't on the ride all the time. And then you were like, we just started going out to eat like every day, and it was just going out to eat is the most fun thing to do, and it really is. It's so fun. It's enjoyable. It's so exciting.
Yeah,
it's like Christmas or Thanksgiving or whatever. Not like birthday parties. You just go out and you just enjoy yourself. It's so nice to be a part of that, and I feel as though there's a real disconnect when you're eating a really restrictive diet, whether it's necessary or unnecessary. And what I mean by that is, there are people who are really sick and who have real sensitivities and who are going through something that most people will not understand. And I feel like for those people, it's a necessary restriction.
Yeah, 100%.
But I think there's a lot of people that come into health who want to get quote unquote healthier and clean out the snake and all this stuff, and they end up destroying their health. And those are 2 completely different things. So my intention with this episode is not to make someone who is doing their best because they're overcoming something. I don't want you to make you feel left out in any way.
Right.
But I also just want to say to people that if you're just doing it for the sake of doing it, it's not really worth it, in my opinion. if you're doing something and you feel amazing and it's benefiting you, great, go with it.
Keep doing that.
Like I would rather feel amazing every day and never go out to eat again than go out to eat all the time and just feel like crap.
Feel like shit. Yeah.
But what about like eating healthy all the time and feeling like crap, for a variety of reasons. So yeah, but that just stuck with me because you're so right. Like for a long time, I didn't go out to eat, and it's so fun.
Yeah. So I'm jubilant, AJ, that you brought that up because legitimately I could do this every day where even if I don't like work out in the morning, but let's just say I get up and I work and I go about my day. Then let's say around 4:00, I go for a ride. Let's say like I go for a 2-hour bike ride or 2.5, whatever. And then I go out to eat. And then there's just the environment of the people, the waitresses, the waiters, just everyone around, just being in that atmosphere. It just makes me, I just feel so good and comfort. I feel comforted, when I'm in that fun atmosphere, and just in my mind, like I could do that every single day. I could go out all the time, I mean, I'm not going to do that. Cause I mean, I feel like a lot of restaurant food is loaded with, not loaded, but there are certain, added ingredients that might not be as ideal or beneficial for us. Right. And then consuming that every single day and every single night might not be,
and it gets once again, too.
Yeah, it does get expensive. But the word I like to use is it's not as ideal as possibly eating other foods, like I don't want to consider certain foods bad or restaurant foods are bad, because no, there's healthy restaurant foods. Matter of fact, when I was in Florida, this one Asian restaurant that we went to, they had, it was like, they had like the Pritikin option, and it was like tofu, rice, steamed vegetables, like no oil. And I thought that was super.
Wow. Yeah, that is so
I thought that
awesome.
was super. It was super.
There was a restaurant in Chattanooga, Tennessee called Southern Squeeze, and it's probably my favorite restaurant I ever went to. It has raw and cooked options. It's all vegan.
Oh wow.
They have a whole dessert section that is just like donuts, raw vegan, like candy bar, like all this kind of stuff. And it's like, yeah, this stuff isn't healthy, whatever. But at the time when I was really, kind of at my weakest, and I would go there, I would eat the donut and stuff, and I would feel like pretty much no issue. And then I'd go to the store and get one of the hummuses just from the store and eat that. And it's like, technically it's pretty healthy. And I eat it, I'd be inflamed for fucking 3 weeks. And I'm like,
oh my gosh,
so
it impacts
the
you
quality,
that much.
Yeah, the quality, like I'm so about clean burning fuel, but there's clearly an indication of there's clearly some negative effects to some of these things for some people. And when you're able to go to a restaurant and eat what you want to eat and still feel not too bad after, if I was eating Reese's cups, I would have felt way sicker than if I'm eating that.
Right.
It's just clearly better, and it's vegan and all that kind of stuff. But I go to this restaurant, it's like you can get organic juices, you can get smoothies, you can get salads, you can get bean burritos, you can get like all kinds of stuff. It's 100% organic.
Damn.
The people there are so friendly. The women are unbelievably gorgeous, and the environment just so chill. There's Wi-Fi. You can chill inside. It's kind of like you can get lattes, you can get teas, and it was just, at the time I was raw, and it was so nice for years. It's like,
was it just like a nice hangout spot too?
Beautiful, yeah, indoor and out, and I just felt like, wow, I can actually be part of the world again.
Right.
And what a freeing feeling.
Yeah.
Because there are people who are real introverts that literally just want to be alone most of the time. And you and I, we really appreciate our alone time. Like not our alone time together. We're not together. Well, that too. But like for me, the mornings and the evenings, I love to just have time to myself. But I like to also be around other people. And I feel like a lot of people that are raw vegan or that are in a restrictive type of diet, they want to be alone because of the social pressures of eating. And so they kind of isolate themselves. And wow, what an amazing thing. Like a lot of people think they're more introverted than they actually are, because if you enjoy being around other people, you're not that introverted. You might not need 10,000 friends, but there's a clear difference. Right. And once I started doing that, I was like, it showed me how much I appreciate it. And I was like, I don't even care how much money it is. I don't care. It's just, again, I just wanted to be part of the world, and so nice. Like for those of you who haven't been to Arnold's Way, it's like if I had an Arnold's Way, it'd be cool to go get a banana whip every day, even just to be social.
Dude,
For those of you who don't know what Wawa is, there's a bunch of old guys out there just smoking cigarettes and drinking coffee every morning because that's what they do. They just want to be around people, you know? And it's very tricky. The more restrictive you are, the less opportunities you have to be around friends and family.
And that, at the end of the day, just takes you out and pulls you from this world. And I can understand there's some people out there who do want to be pulled from this world. They're like, I don't even want to deal with anything, but if you live that way, then it's a lot tougher to meet new people. It's a lot tougher to have friends, because even my friends, like, something that we'll do is we'll go out to eat, and there might be some places where it's like, oh my gosh, I don't even know what I'm gonna get, and honestly, I don't like going out to places and getting a $15 salad that costs a dollar to make, and it's not even that good, so usually when I do go out, I if I can get like a vegan burger, or even if I do get fries, then I'll do that. Or a lot of times, like, we'll go to Mexican restaurants, and like usually you can get like rice and beans, and you can do like chips and salsa and whatnot. So there's usually options at most restaurants. But even when I was like raw vegan, I was committed. I was disciplined. And I would bring my food to the restaurant every single time. I really would. I was that's how committed I was. And it got to a point where it was just super annoying, and and it's just like and you really, like, if you do want to live that lifestyle and live that way, like, more power to you. It takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of power to do that. And you really got to want it too. And you really got to believe in it. That, I think that's the biggest aspect, is this belief, like, do you really believe in only eating like raw vegan or raw fruits and vegetables,
and ask yourself, it is what I'm doing really difficult? Like, do I feel as though I'm not able to go out to eat and this is terrible? Because I'll tell you that when I was raw till 4 and it was working and it felt really good, like when I first got into it, and I was doing bananas all day, like banana smoothies and rice at night, I felt so good that I never even was like caring about going out to eat. People would be like, don't you get sick of rice and bananas? And I would always say, I never get sick of feeling good.
Yeah,
so I don't care. I'll do whatever, whatever actually works. So if you're feeling like, wow, I don't even care about going out to eat anymore.
Yeah, totally.
More power to you.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But if you're someone who's like, holy shit, I miss going out to eat. And I'll tell you, it really does limit you with friends. It really does limit you with meeting potential partners, and just being part of your family. Even you just miss out on so much, for better or worse.
Yeah.
I remember listening to Beat Your Jeans, and Doug Lau was talking about reasons people belong in a church, even if they don't really believe in God, or they don't believe in Christianity or whatever.
Community.
And he's like, because that's where they meet the girls. Like, if you're part of a community, that's how you meet people. That's how you get job opportunities. That's how you meet friends. That's how you meet, your future wife or husband or whatever. And it's just like, people go to Woodstock. It's such a small group. Technically, it's only like 3 or 4, but people are hooking up and meeting all kinds of people. And what's her name? Jeanette. She said that when she came to Woodstock, changed her life because she now she works full time doing that kind of stuff. And
doesn't she like open her own restaurant or something, or she like works at a smoothie place or something? Or
I'm not 100% sure, but she does like earn her living based on like raw foods and stuff like that. So
that's awesome.
Like, being a part of that, community, it's just there's so much value that comes from that. And think about it, like, if you're not at Woodstock, because Woodstock's like a cheat code. Woodstock's like, okay, you have that, everyone eating that way, and it's set up for you. But when you're in the real world, if you work for a company and they go out to like, and you're raw, and they go out to eat every Christmas, it's like, unless you feel amazing and you're not having any regrets, you're kind of just feeling like you're missing out.
Right.
And it can even feel that way. We'll get into it one day with drugs and alcohol. I was never really drawn to them at all, but I feel as though if your really good friend group is, and you want to be around them, it's just, kind of get left out just the same way.
Yeah, you might have to separate yourself from that crew or find.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to say find other friends, but even me, like I don't want to find other friends. Like I love my friends.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to. I don't want to be or have to like, oh, I gotta go meet new people. Which like I love meeting new people, but I'm saying what I'm saying is like I don't want to lose my friends, you know. And like I'm not gonna lose.
And all
my
I'm
friends.
saying is it could be tricky. All this is tricky, you know.
Yeah. But I wanted to just real quick, AJ. We're probably gonna be wrapping up here soon, but I wanted to just bring up the community stuff again. Even like with me and my college, my baseball team, like I have that community. You know, I have and if there's people in there who maybe if for whatever reason, if I lost my job or whatnot, I can go to them and say, hey, do you guys have any opportunities? You know, and it's just being in that. And I remember even people who go to like big universities and they're in a fraternity. A lot of those people who are in those fraternities, they get you a job later in life. And I just wanted to stress the importance of the community and in building those relationships with people. And I do believe that.
Why do you think I want to start a podcast with you? I'm like, this is going to come in handy in 5 years.
Hey, I'm saying the same thing because you're a legend, cuz.
Oh.
No, really, I do have so much to learn from you, and every single day, like even when AJ and I are sending messages back and forth, and he's talking, and actually we've been talking a lot in our Hungry People group message with Jenna, and
we love
like,
you, Jenna.
Jenna and AJ, they have such a big influence on my life and what they say, and I'm just so appreciative of both of you. So
we got a great dynamic.
Yeah, no doubt. But anyways, AJ, any final thoughts? I feel like there's still so much that we want to say about going out to eat and eating at restaurants and whatnot. But
yeah, well, I think what would be best is if people found this interesting, just leave a comment down below and let us know if there's more that you would like us to discuss about, like whether it be a type of food, what our thoughts are, or you know, how many times a week do you think going out to eat is good or bad? Do you think you should, you know, bring your own food? You know, if you have this type of issue, what about if you're, you know, stuck in the pleasure trap? I would love to dive into all this, but I would also like to know what you guys, you know, kind of would like to hear about. Yeah. We could talk all day. Yeah. I just do want to give a shout out to our #1 fan, Christina. She said the other day, I'm your Hungry People #1 fan. Aloha.
Thanks, Christina. Hey, you're a beast, girl. You're a beast.
East to the east.
Yeah. But yeah, so the restaurant stuff, hey, if it works for you and you can include it in your day-to-day life, and not day-to-day life, but maybe once a week, you know, and you can go and enjoy a meal and it's fine, and then you get back on the roll, get back to whatever you're doing, then hey, do you live your life? You only have one life. So live it as best as possible. Enjoy it as much as possible, you know. And yeah, like AJ said, if you have any comments or questions, or maybe, I mean, there's people out there who have like even disorder eating patterns. If you need any help or assistance, or you even just want to talk to us about some stuff, like please reach out. We'd love to give our thoughts and opinions, and be of any benefit. So
completely.
Yeah.
I would say that if you're stuck in the pleasure trap and you just feel worse going out to eat, you know, take some time off. But I would also say that if you're really having a bad relationship with going out to eat, maybe just go on Google and find like 5 restaurants that have, you know, if you're vegan, that have vegan options or some kind of healthier options, so that at least if you know you're going to go out to eat, there's something there that you want to eat, that you can eat, and you don't feel as though you have to miss out anymore. Because I know that there's a few restaurants, even if I am eating like cleaner or I'm eating more raw or things, I know there's a handful that I can go to that if I have a date, I can bring there, and it's super delicious, super awesome food. Maybe it isn't the most calories, maybe it isn't the most filling thing ever, but I'm going on a date for the date, not because I want to stuff my face with 4,000 calories of burritos and beans and have to ride 100 miles to burn it off the next day.
Right. Yeah, no, I was just gonna say, I feel like a lot of ethnic restaurants have a plethora of vegan options, so those are always great places to go.
It just takes such a burden off, and it's such a freeing feeling to know that you can be in an environment and have stuff and enjoy yourself, but still not have to compromise on what you find ideal.
Right. And there are restaurants out there that do have light and clean and healthy options that you can get. So
yeah. And if you eat like more of like a McDougal style and you like to keep in that realm of healthy, Doug Lyle says like we're going for 5 out of 7 times doing really well.
Yeah.
You want to aim, of course, for A-, and that's usually what's going to be really good. But if you're going out to eat and you want to get pasta and, get a side of steamed broccoli or whatever, just add up some vegetables. Yeah, it's not going to be the cleanest pasta. It's not going to be, sprouted germinated from Taiwan or something, but
right.
At least it's like a B-. It's not like an F. It's not cheeseburger. Right. It's not whatever. But
totally.
I think that was pretty good.
Yeah. No doubt. That was great.
How do you feel, MP?
Yeah, I loved it. I actually want to say one more statement before we head off here. How you were saying like when or like you want to be good 5 out of 7 times or whatnot. Obviously, like every single person has their own ideas and ideals and beliefs on what's like healthy and what's
standards,
clean,
right.
Yeah. So standard is the perfect word. So like if you are alone in your life, be perfect, do what you got to do. But if there is that opportunity that allows you to go out to eat with somebody, like don't beat yourself up for not quote unquote being perfect and living in that world that other universe that doesn't exist, like live in this universe, live in this world. And like, it's okay. You're not like going to die from one meal
and set yourself up to succeed. If you have that higher standard and ideal way of eating and you're worried when you go out to eat, you're going to eat a bunch of crap, eat some before, like eat some stuff so you're not going when you're ravenous.
Yeah.
And one of the things they say to do in the blue zones is like I said, find restaurants that at least have 1 or 2 or 3 options that are up to code. And that way you have some of that social time and you don't have to compromise.
That's great. Awesome.
Cool.
Love that. Good stuff, AJ. Well,
love it. Stay hungry.
Yeah. Stay up, be great. And I'll keep it 100, baby. Let's get it.
Peace, boy.
Peace. Props, plants.